Hello, I'm John Bachman. As one Ebola patient heads for treatment in Nebraska, another is taking a turn for the worse in Dallas. A plane carrying the American cameraman who contracted Ebola in Liberia stopped to refuel in Maine early this morning before making it to Nebraska. Ashoko Mukpu, who was working for NBC, will be treated at the same hospital where an American missionary with Ebola was treated just last month. Now in Dallas, Thomas Duncan, the first person to be diagnosed with Ebola in the United States, has now fallen into critical condition.
Because of the deadly nature of Ebola, and we're really hoping for the recovery of the patient in Dallas. We understand that his situation has taken a turn for the worse.
The head of the CDC, who you just saw there, also says that while all the doses of the experimental drug ZMapp are gone, there is another possible treatment, but he says that one can be tough for patients to take. Officials in Dallas say they've also found a missing homeless man who may have come in contact with Duncan. He's being monitored for any possible symptoms. And the search is on for two missing American airmen swept out to sea by a typhoon that has slammed into Japan. The body of a third American has been found. They were pulled out of the water in Okinawa, where 25,000 American troops are based. Nearly 500,000 Japanese were evacuated ahead of the storm, which is now swerved back into the Pacific Ocean. And don't use the term lone wolf to describe solo terrorists to FBI Director James Comey.
Yeah, people use that term. It's not one I like because it conveys a sense of dignity I don't think they deserve. I'd prefer lone rat to capture the kind of person we're talking about.
Well, Comey speaking to 60 Minutes there, he says that while terrorist groups like the Khorasan and ISIS are planning attacks on the United States, we are safer now than when al-Qaeda was at its peak. He says the intelligence community is better organized and we have better relationships with foreign countries. At least he says so. And the plea from the parents of a University of Virginia student now missing for more than 3 weeks. Hannah Graham's mother and father are asking anyone with information about the disappearance of their daughter in Charlottesville to please come forward. Police are asking people in and around that area to check their property. 32-year-old Jessie Matthew has been charged in connection with her abduction. And a marathon runner trying to make it from Florida to Bermuda in this. A big hit a radio beacon signaling he was in trouble. The Coast Guard says when they found him, he was about 70 miles off the Florida coast. He was disoriented and asking for directions to Bermuda. Well, new NFL drug tests are starting today. The league will start testing for human growth hormone. In a letter to players, the union says players on 8 teams will be tested every week. This comes 3 weeks after the league and the union agreed to this new drug testing policy. We will have another update coming up for you in about 30 minutes. I'm John Bachman. We'll send it back to J.D. Hayward now in America's Forum.